Hello everyone and welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're going to be making this delicious chicken noodle soup. This is one of my family's favorite soups and I love making it for them because I never have leftovers every time I make it. And I'm sure it'll become one of your family's favorite as well. So let's get our ingredients ready and let's get cooking. I'm going to fill a stock pot about halfway with water. Then we're going to add 3 pounds of bone-in chicken thighs. You can use boneless, but I like to use the bone-in because it gives it much more flavor. I'm going to add a small handful of cilantro, 1/4 of an onion, and 2 garlic cloves. And we're also going to add 2 teaspoons of salt. And we're going to turn it on medium-high. And we're going to let it boil until our chicken is well done. While we're waiting for our chicken to be done, we're going to chop up our vegetables. We're going to start out with 1/4 of an onion. It may seem like a lot of onion for a soup, but believe me, it gives it a lot of really good flavor. And now we're going to move on to the celery. I'm going to use 2 large stalks of celery, and I'm going to chop them into small pieces like these. Now, if you prefer bigger pieces, you can chop them into bigger pieces. And you can add more celery or less, as with any of the vegetables that we're using. And now we're going to move on to our carrots. Here I have 4 carrots that I peeled and I trimmed the edges off. And I'm going to cut them into fairly small pieces like these. You can chop them into bigger pieces if you prefer bigger pieces in your soup, but I do them small because of the kids. And I do use a lot of carrots in my soup because my kids love carrots. And we're also going to need 1 can of corn. Now you can use fresh corn for this and just trim off the kernels, but unfortunately they didn't have any at my grocery store, so today I'm going to use a can of corn. And now that our chicken is all done, we're going to remove it and place it in a bowl so it can cool down. And once all the chicken is removed, we're going to fish out the onion and the cilantro and the garlic from the water. And we're going to strain it and we're going to set it aside because we will be using it for our chicken later. In a separate skillet, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of butter and a dash of olive oil. And now we're going to add in our chopped vegetables, the carrots, the onion, and the celery. And don't forget your corn. And we're also going to add in 2 tablespoons of flour. We're going to add it in there and then we're going to mix it up really well. And we're going to let it saute for about 10 minutes. Now you can also add a little bit of salt and pepper if you prefer, or whichever seasonings you like. And once it's done, we're going to set it aside and we're going to shred our chicken. We're going to start out by removing the bone and the skin from the chicken. Now it is a lot less work if you use boneless chicken, but I find that bone-in gives it a lot more flavor. And it's also less expensive. And now that all the skin and the bones are removed, we're going to shred our chicken. I usually take 2 forks and shred it like this, or you can use your hands, whichever you prefer. And now that it's ready, we can begin to prepare the soup. The chicken broth that we saved, I poured it back into a large stock pot along with 4 more cups of water. Now we're going to add 2 tablespoons of chicken bouillon. We're going to mix it in and we're going to wait for it to heat up before we add our chicken and our vegetables. And before it comes to a boil, we're going to add in our chicken. And now the vegetables. fresh minced parsley, a fourth of a cup of whipping cream, and now we're going to let it boil for about 10 to 15 minutes. And now we're going to add 3 cups of pasta. You can use whichever pasta you prefer. Now we're going to let it boil for about 15 minutes or until the pasta is done. And now that our pasta is done, we're going to cover it and remove it from the burner. And we're going to let it sit for about 20 to 30 minutes before serving. And now we can enjoy a delicious bowl of soup. When serving it, I like to add a little bit of lemon juice. It gives it such a great flavor. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you would like to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button, share with your friends and family, and we'll see you another day for another recipe. Thank you so much for watching.